Ebe m na-ege ntị, anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị iwuruchi taa. Daalụ niile ka unu si na-esoro anyị n'ihe na-eme na Eastern News 24. Anyị sị unu ga-adị ka echi. Echi ada agwụ agwụ, otu anyị kwuru otu akwa ya dịrị. Ise ise ise. Oke, n'ụbọchị nke taa wetara unu ya na-akpọ morning tea. Tata bụ ụbọchị 30th of October 2023. So I will tell you ya na-akpọ morning tea from the office of Biafran Public Government in Exile. Were ife ọ gwara ndị Igbo. So ụmụ Biafra, ife o kwuru ọ wasị the old Eastern region. So gee na ya bụ ife unu ga-esi ya. O kwuru so many things na ya bụ ife, mana ọ bụrụ ife ya esi m n'ọnụ pụta nchọkwu unu gee ya. Unu ga-esi ya, unu drop where I comment you if unu chere gbasịta maka ihe Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa kwuru na n'iru akwụkwọ a. Okay, over to you, sir.
They have gone to the abyss. I want you to understand that there is nothing I have said that did not come to pass. The only thing remaining is the declaration of Biafra. I am giving you these instances so that for you who are in a better position to fund this liberation, to support the liberation, and you are staying behind the scene and castigating what we're doing, believe me, the consequences is heavy. I want you to understand that in South Korea, those who did not support their freedom are not citizens. You renew your residence permit every year. We are going to have something tougher than that. You see all of you in the US, all of you in America, all of you in Biafra land, believe me, you are going to see law that will bend your mouth. Now, we have been able to inaugurate and unveil the Biafra Liberation Army and all forces of Biafra. And the idea is to make sure we arm them to the teeth. The time we complain about the killings by the Nigeria Terrorist Army Police, DSS, is over. Completely over. We can never complain again. So it is gun for gun. Bullet for bullet, bomb for bomb, until you leave our land and go back to Nigeria. Those who think that we are going to keep silent when we are being butchered and killed, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I will fight even when I am not breathing. I will continue to fight. But let me tell you, you will not have the opportunity to make me not to breathe. I will destroy the entity called Nigeria as fast as possible. The destruction of Nigeria is to safeguard Biafra people. The destruction of the evil entity, a terrorist entity called Nigeria, is for self-defense of the Biafra people. Women and children will pay the ultimate price by sacrificing many millions of Biafrans for the past years. The difference here is when those people were being sacrificed for one Nigeria, this strategy was a failure. The strategy that led to the sacrifice of many millions of Biafra was a failure. Today, we know better. Nigeria will die silently until Biafra will rise, and the flag will go up and rise among nations. Some of the people who call themselves Ohaneze, they placed bounty on me. They thought when they placed bounty on me, I will go into hiding. I am still standing here. The funny thing is that the name of the person who placed that bounty. I don't hear him. I don't see him writing again. I don't know where he is. Is he tired of giving bounty on my head? Please ask the cripple Isi Guzoro. Is he tired of putting bounty on my name or giving bounty on me? Well, let me tell you, the more the days, the dangerous will become. This danger we are becoming in order to make sure that our women and children are safe. That they can no longer be scared of going to the market because the Nigeria terrorist-controlled army will come to burn down their villages. I want to use this opportunity to play this video for Biafrans to see. They say we are in the bushes. They thought propaganda can win a war. Propaganda can never win war. For us to be able to get to this level, we have defeated Nigeria, neutralized them, delegitimized them, and we are going to do this from village to village, from town to town, from city to city, until Biafra land is completely captured. This is Biafra army. Biafra resistance fighters in the street of Biafra land. After their parade, why they would tell you, oh, the Nigeria army have done this and done that. You know, when I tell you people how we neutralize them, they thought we are joking. Let them come here. This is completely under the control of Biafra army. And more are coming. And you know, the next thing, some of them say, oh, they don't have weapons. They don't have weapons. They did not have weapons. It's only few people who have weapons. The same people will not be talking about how we resist and repel the terrorists in uniform each time they come. We don't repel them with ordinary hand. We repel them with the same equal measures of firepower. And you don't tell us what to do. We don't display our arms. What I did last time was to show them that we can actually say no-fly zone and we can enforce it. I said after Finland Convention, things will never remain the same. And from tomorrow, things will never remain the same. We are now back to full liberation of Biafra. We now have a government. We now have two governments. We have the government in the homeland, and we have the exile government. Those of you who have been appointed to head the government of the de facto in the homeland, you will be communicated internally on what and how this is done. This evening, I am informing Biafra people that the de facto government will tax every Biafran, and the tax is called the Biafra Liberation Tax. The Biafra Liberation Tax is a tax that will be imposed by the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. And this tax will be used to buy weapons that we use to protect our land and defend ourselves against external aggression. Biafra will be the only nation that will defend itself aggressively within Nigeria until the declaration of Biafra. Because we want to put every culpability where culpability is and run a transparent government. You will be hearing from time to time instructions and directive, especially on the issue of finance. The Biafra de facto government has a receipt. War, defense, security requires fund, requires money. And if you make yourself available to be used by the enemy in order to demoralize our people, you are also going to be a victim of insecurity. If out of hatred, jealousy, greed, you fight against your own security, you will become a victim of insecurity. I want to briefly tell you how Biafra is going to come. At this point, we have over 100,000 personnel of the Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra Resistance Fighters across Biafra land. Our aim is to make sure that we have every sophisticated weapon needed to defend our land. And the delegitimization of Nigeria have started, as you all know, within Biafra land. We delegitimize Nigeria until the last person remaining. What I mean the last person is that we delegitimize local government, we delegitimize state government, delegitimized the federal presence in Biafra land, and where people are fighting freedom, we're going to fight our own differently. So in the course of delegitimizing Nigeria terrorist government in Biafra land, we will raise a dust. And by then, they will be shouting, can they conduct a referendum? We are going to close our ear to that. Make sure the delegitimization of Nigeria is ruthless. After that, when we are satisfied that indeed we have delegitimized Nigeria from the security apparatus to the lowest, that we can now conduct a referendum just like what you see on the screen of the Biafra Liberation Army freely moving in our territory. We are going to make it like that. And then after that, we'll conduct referendum. And during the time of referendum,
Ntị darụkwa nline nọ ụmụ ife na-ekonu si Venezuela anyị na-eme na Eastern News 24 na anụgụkọ si agbata wee kwụrụ na owefa na-ekwu si school dismiss away. So school dismiss go na petition agaga ọ bụla eziokwu aka na-ekwukwu petition kịta. So kezi the way forward. Ya bụ ajụ a na-ajụ ụmụnne anyị bụ ndị bụ obedient movement ke the way forward now because school agbasago and onye je school ya ana. So unu enugokwe n'ihe a Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na eti mkpu ya, alụ aka ya, eri oge, eri nkwọ, eri afọ, eri oke, wee na-atụ aka na unu nataba na ụlọ adịlọ n'obodo a bụ Naijiria. Mana ha ekwetaghọ ihe maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu, ha ekwetaghọ ihe maazị Simon Ekpa na-ekwu. oke akwa enyego unu opportunity ka unu votu na ya si unu evoturu. You people voted very well. Then after the vote na gịnị mesi? A wee pịawazie unu azụ, onye ọbụla ebewezie tibezie mkpu. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gwakwara ya agwa, maazị Simon Ekpa gwakwara ya agwa. Good morning to you all. O yere karịkwala unu kịta anụnwa na ịchịkọ mmọnwụ n'ọnụ, kpọọ n'owu unu mitin ka unu mara ife unu ya eme, ka unu na kpọọ n'owu unu mitin ka unu mara ife unu ya eme, ka unu na ọgwụ na-aka ọha m n'ọnụ. Igbo bụ Igbo, asị m ka ọ dịrị onye ọbụla na mma, ka ọ dịrị onye ọbụla na-ekwu maka nnwere onwe, maka ọdịna mma ndị Igbo, maka ka ndị Igbo ga-esi dị na mma. Asị m nunu niile ya dịrị niile na mma. Otu anyị kwuru otu akwa ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Ejikwara na-agwa unu na ihe a bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka anyị si na-ewetara nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa, maka na ọnkwa anyị kwere unu na anyị ga na-ewetara unu ọpdeti ọbụla bụ ife ọbụla bụ gbasịta maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo and the entire old Eastern region. Ọnkwa anyị kwere unu, anyị ga na-ewetara unu ọpdeti. N'ụbọchị nketa anyị ga-etikwere unu maazị Nnamdi Kanu's pre-broadcast o meburu before. O nwere ife o kwuru ebe a tọrọ m ụtọ, si na asọmama m ga ya bụ ife na mmeti ya ka ụmụ Chineke gee ya, because ife anyị na-eme ya in the first of memory of ife ndị niile o kwugasị ife na-emezi n'oge ugbu a. So dịka unu na-ege ya bụ ife, kabalụ unu drop kwa comment unu on the comment section below. All right, thank you, and once again stay tuned at Eastern News 24 ka emesịa nụ ndị be anyị ụmụ Igbo.